Hey, it's Jackie coming at you here from Indianapolis, Indiana. And I wanted to real quick say that I really enjoyed speaking with Raized on the Records. They're a great band from here in Indianapolis, Indiana. They got some really great music. Walking on the Sky, My Broken Pieces, and Baby J. Any band that I have, I always listen to their music. Sometimes I take notes. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I try to play from memory. And I just wanted them to know I really appreciated them sitting with me doing this interview, and really love their music. They're very talented, and I really hope any venues, if you guys are listening, please take into consideration this is a great power trio. And if you can, get a hold of them, listen to the interview, and listen to their music. Really good stuff. So, you guys, I hope you enjoyed. This is Raized on Records. Hi, it's Jackie Eister Songistry coming to you from Indianapolis, Indiana, and I have the band Raized on Records. Hi, gentlemen. How are you?
How you doing today, Jackie?
We're doing very good, thank you. So, I have with me Buddy, Carrie, and Greg. So, guys, tell me how you got your start with Raized on Records.
Well, it all started back in the year 1903 when when I gave Greg a call, and Greg said, yeah, he'd be happy to come and audition for the band.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been together for about a year. Played around with some fellow musicians, but they weren't quite, same. Yeah, same. And we put an ad in on Craigslist, and got Carrie. Carrie answered the ad, and
mm-hmm.
There were two guys, in fact, on the same day, and one of them had a really cool guitar, but the other one could play it.
Ah!
And that was Carrie, and we've now been with Carrie for about 6 months now,
mm-hmm.
and we're a three-piece power trio, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking to make a living. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. Now, how long have you guys been officially writing together?
Oh, my goodness. I've been writing, well, mostly they're all my songs.
Mm-hmm.
I've been writing ever since I was a wee lad. And recording in my basement studio. And what you hear is what you get.
Yeah, well, I liked what I heard. You guys
I'm
are...
really glad you do. I hope everybody else does, too.
Oh, I'm sure you guys are going to get quite a few hits to your pages. You sent me 3 songs: Walking on the Sky, My Broken Pieces, and Baby J. Tell me about Walking on the Sky when you wrote that.
When I wrote Rockin' on the Sky, I was kind of in a down place,
mm-hmm.
and that's what I felt like. I felt like I was walking on the sky. I just felt numb, and I started writing, and what you hear is what really came out, and it all came out like within a half an hour of starting the song.
Mm-hmm.
It was that quick of a write, which is really, I don't know, it seems kind of typical
mm-hmm.
for me anymore to just 20-minute songs and they come out great.
Mm-hmm. Well, usually they say when something really hits you in your heart, and they say that some people get writer's block and whatnot from something hitting them really hard. they usually say that most of the best written songs are written in like no time flat and recorded in no time flat. So, you know, obviously what you guys have done here, you've got some really, really good music. So as far as Walking on the Sun goes, what is the actual song about?
Got to get a grip on your life.
Mm-hmm.
That's the chorus. Got to get a grip. Didn't know what to do at the time that I was writing it, you know, and my life was kind of becoming in shambles, and I was just, you know, had to figure something out, and that came out.
That's why I played that song to death. I really like the song. I know that it's written from a place and a time that was a very rough period for you, but I think when I listened to the song, it kind of reminded me of from day one of the things that I've gone through and all the battles and all the hurdles that I've gone through. So I think that's what really drew my attention to it. That's one of the reasons why I liked it so much. So
yeah, it does kind of grab your attention, you know, and you know, you can interpret it the way you want to. I'm sure it has different meanings for different people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good. Any interpretation is a good one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So tell me about the song My Broken Pieces. What was that written about?
That one was written about, I dedicated that to my grandmother, my late grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
She was a very old woman. She lived a good life, 97 years.
Wow.
I wrote that song for her in response to what my mind was asking. What would I do? You know, where will I be? Who will take me if when I get old? You know, if I didn't have anybody in my life. You know, if I became that old, who would take me when I got that old? You know, my broken pieces.
Wow.
She lived such a hard life, you know, and I wrote that in remembrance of her.
Wow, that right there, that's a hard song to. I kind of wondered what that was about because I really didn't get the full concept of it. But it just seemed like one of those, if you ever had something, you know how you get that feeling in your throat, like you want to cry and you could feel it coming. And that's
Sure.
what I kind of got from this, from My Broken Pieces. That's what I kind of, when I really listened to the actual words to it.
Yeah, plus it really sounded kind of Zeppelin-y, don't you think?
I don't think so.
Really?
It might have had a little bit of, I don't know. See, when it comes to, I try to pick artists for people, and I got maybe, see, I really didn't get that from that. I got, to me, it sounded more of like an original sound. It might have had a little bit of a touch to it to maybe give it that edge, but to me it was a very good original song. Do you understand what I'm saying? It sounds like, basically to me it didn't sound like anything else that I've heard.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah, you're right. It's one of a kind. I mean,
You didn't steal it from black people.
I did not.
What did he say? What was that?
Lately, there's been a bit of controversy with Zeppelin and their
Plagiarism.
their plagiarism, and this song is it's all Buddy as far as I'm concerned. This is Greg, by the way.
Hi, Greg.
I don't think it sounds like anything else other than Buddy.
Well, yeah, absolutely. That's what I just said. I've not heard and understand something, Greg. I listen to a lot of different music, a lot of different genres and stuff. And when I heard the music that you guys are making, it was a flashback to. I love hearing bands like you guys because you take me back to that fun time in my life when the music on the radio was that rock melodic, anything like that kind of captured that youth. To me, it was like a capturing of my youth. Let's put it that way. It was like listening to one of the 70s AM. You know what I mean? That's what your music reminds me of the fun times that I spent with my family in that time. But it's like you've brought it into the year 2016, which is really cool, Yeah.
The songs have a very familiar yet very original sound about them. That's what I like about the project.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. When I was going through and I was looking at several different bands from Indiana, all over, and I ran up on you guys and I started listening and I kept going, and I'm like, wow, this is really, it kind of reminded me of you guys in that 70s, 80s, but yet you can hear that newer edge of today. Just, it's not as prevalent. We'll just put it that way. I really, really appreciated and enjoyed your music a lot because it reminds me of a better time.
Well, thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, music is losing its what am I?
Musicality.
It's musicality.
Mm-hmm.
That's how true.
Yeah, and it seems like music morphs, and I've said this numerous times, and I love to hear it when each artist, and you can tell that, and I can anyway, I could tell when the guitar player is into one type of music, the bass player is into one type of music, and the drummer is into another type of music. Because when you guys all get together, guess what? You don't sound like anybody else. You sound like that combination of people that just got together. You're throwing a little Zeppelin. You're throwing a little, I want to say, I hear like a 70s, like an acoustical feel, but yet I hear a hard rock edge where somebody in there has this kind of culmination, and I think the combination, and it makes for some really great music. And I truly, truly enjoy it. I can't wait to put your stuff out for people to hear because I think they're really going to enjoy it.
Well, we can't either.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Now, without any more, tell me about Baby J. What is that about?
Baby J is about a little Christmas Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
They're in his little swaddling clothes. You know where I'm going with this, right?
Well, yes.
Right, Ricky Bobby?
Ricky Bobby.
Baby J. I like the little Christmas Jesus.
Go ahead.
My
goodness.
Can't help the thing go. I forgot my own damn song. Help me, Jackie, help me.
Honey, I didn't memorize it. I can tell you that now. I honestly just got that one downloaded because I've been having problems with the downloader on here. I'm trying to get all the music lined up, and if I'm not careful, I delete things and have to go back and re-download. So I got to hear like the first 2-3 minutes of it. So, But I don't remember. I don't memorize songs. I can guarantee you that. I can't even memorize my own. But anyway, so what was the song about?
Pick one he knows, please.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just get to this. Buddy, how long have you been playing guitar and singing?
Oh, since I was 10.
Wow. Okay.
I was, in fact, I was in a church choir when I was like 8 years old. And then I begged my dad for a guitar, and one Christmas, 10 years old, I got my first electric guitar. I've been playing it on 10 ever since.
No, it goes to 11. That's what I'm being told. It goes to 11.
Yeah, it does do, you know. Funny if it goes to 10, like, thank you.
So you didn't put your little 11 sticker on there.
Oh, my goodness. the D minor.
Okay, Carrie,
Yeah.
how long have you been playing bass and singing?
14 years old, I started in bluegrass of all things.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, a 3-piece bluegrass band. I was playing 12-string guitar. We had another guitar player and a banjo player, so the next logical step was to get rid of the 12-string and start playing the bass. Started playing bass when I was 14 and grew up in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and moved to Indianapolis a couple years ago and ran into these two fellows. Enjoying every minute.
I bet. Because I bet you guys are a hoot to hang out with. Okay, Greg, how long have you been playing drums?
I would say I probably started about 1972. So, that long.
Wow. Okay, I was born in 1968. Now,
I just picked up a drum set yesterday that was born in 1967.
Uh-oh. Okay, so it's actually 49 years old. Wow, and it still works?
Oh, it's beautiful. It was in a closet for 47 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it actually has a sad story behind it. A woman and her husband bought it for their son. He went away to Vietnam and never came back, and they couldn't bring themselves to sell it or get rid of it. So they put it in a closet where it stayed until the mother finally passed away. And I bought it from a gentleman who bought it at an estate sale. So that's the history of that drum set.
Wow, so that's got to be something very special for you guys. Am I correct?
It's a nice kit. I'm kind of a drum whore. I have lots of them. But when a good classic kit comes along like that, that's in perfect condition, you can't not buy it. So.
Yeah, well, I guess I can understand that. I know at one point, my ex-husband and I used to buy anything and everything that made noise. Didn't matter if it worked or was broken. So, because we just added it to a... Huh?
Can I interest you in a chimp?
No.
All right.
No, thank you. I'm good. Are you guys veterans?
Buddy is.
Harry is not. I'm diabetic. They wouldn't take me.
Okay.
They made me diabetic.
Part of the GI plan.
Yeah.
Oh, they made you diabetic. Okay. So I'm guessing, were you in Vietnam?
No, I'm a Cold War vet.
Cold War vet. Okay, Cold War vet. I know my husband is a Gulf War vet. Is that same thing or? Or are you talking?
No, this was the Reagan administration. No war.
Oh, okay.
Almost war, but no war.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Russians, Iranians.
Gotcha.
Russians.
Well, you know, my husband is going to be starting up he wants to do a little vet radio talk show. So if you're interested after here, I'd like for you to talk to my husband if you don't mind.
We'll talk about it.
Okay, that's cool. Anyway, getting back to the music, what is it that you would like to let your fans know about your music? And are you guys playing any place out right now?
No, we're not playing anywhere right at the moment. We're getting back into the studio. We just won the Battle of the Heroes from the American Legion Post.
Mm-hmm.
Last week before last, maybe. Yeah, and we're going to get back in the studio and continue to perfect our set list.
Mm-hmm.
And then try to get out there and make some people happy.
That's cool. Where are some of the venues that you're thinking about that you would like to play at?
Anywhere that will pay us money.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe Birdies might have us.
Mm-hmm.
What we're really looking for is to open up for national acts.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I'm striving to do. We're too good to play for nothing.
Right. Well, nobody should have to play for nothing, first of all.
Exactly. No one should.
Mm-hmm.
But most of these places, they're not going to pay you anything unless you bring a big crowd. And I don't know what kind of a following we have, just because we haven't played out that much.
Mm-hmm.
As a band, we've only been together for 6-7 months.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we're bring them on. You know, any takers, we're looking for work.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what we can do. Have you guys ever heard of the, it's called Indiana Eventsy?
No, have not.
Okay, that's an events calendar for the state of Indiana, and I'm on that. I have I put up all my shows, each individual show on that, or I put up the link, and I've actually gotten quite a few hits off of people listening to my podcast on Eventsy. So I have that. You guys will go out on Google, Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and I have a whole bunch of them out there. And I'm sorry I can't remember all of them at this moment. But I'm going to try to get you out to at least 8, 9, maybe 10 places.
Oh, well, that would be awesome.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jackie.
Oh, you're welcome. So, hopefully this will help you. What you can do is if you're calling to try to get booked, you can send the interview, or, you don't necessarily have to send the interview, but, let them know that you did do an interview and to listen to it and, have them listen to your songs.
Yep, that's going out immediately when it goes on.
Yes, that'll go out. It'll be your interview, and then following the interview, it'll be the 3 songs. Then I'll close, and that'll be your rock block for Raized on Records. So let's try to get you some people, get you a place to venue to play, and get you some people out there to listen to you. I'm sure you've got the American Legion and places like that you've got people that have listened to you. So, I'm sure we can help you.
We can't make people listen to us, but we can sure hope that they do.
Oh, I think you guys are going to do just fine. I really do. I think you guys are going to be just fine. First of all, if I don't think music is good and I don't think that person's good, I've already peed in a few people's cornflakes since I've been here, and this is my show and I choose who comes on and who doesn't. If I think you're a great band and I like your music, I'm going to push it. If I don't, if I find that it's not quality enough, then I'm not going to push it. I think you guys are a terrific band, and I look very forward to putting you guys out to my people. I think you're going to do pretty well.
Oh, man, we appreciate it so much. We need all the help we can get getting out there and sharing this music with the world.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, you guys will be heard all over, and the only thing we can do, I can't make any promises for anything. The only thing I can do is put you guys out there and let everybody hear your great music.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
You are very, very welcome. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this up, and again, thank you, Buddy, Carrie, and Greg. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And you guys are going to be hearing Walking on the Sky, My Broken Pieces, and Baby J by Raized on Records, and that's with a Z. So, and you guys, thank you so very much. And I will be talking to you soon. I hope you guys enjoy what you hear. And again, this is Raized on Records with some really great tunes. You guys check them out. Always go to everybody's website, find them through my sites, go to their Facebook, and let them know what you think of the songs. Tell them how much you like them. Always make sure that you take care of your artists that you're listening to. And guys, I want to say thank you very much again for hanging out with me.
Hey, thank you, Jackie.
Thanks for setting it up.
Hey, you guys support local music.
Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. So this is Jackie Eister Songistry saying night, guys. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, this song coming up is Walking on the Sky by Raized on Records.
Feels like I'm walking on the sky. Oh, you know it really does. Am I a traveler drifting through time? Oh, where are you, my love? When did you tell me that you loved me? When did you tell me that you cared? You told me you'd be thinking of me, even though I wasn't there. Time stood still for a moment. You could still walk away. I called your name, I need you, baby J. Didn't you say that you were going to a place so far away? And I know that when I meet you, all the sin will go away. I didn't know that you could want me. I didn't know that you were there. I'm glad that you were thinking of me, even though I wasn't there. Time stood still for a moment. You could still walk away. I called your name, I need you, baby J. Time stood still for a moment. You could still walk away. I call your name, I need you, baby J. When did you tell me that you loved me? When did you tell me that you cared? You told me you'd be thinking of me, even though I wasn't there.
Yeah, that was Raised on Records. I was interviewing with Buddy, Carrie, and Greg. They're a really great band. They're actually looking to do some gigs. So whoever's listening, please go to their web pages, check out their music, let them know how much you enjoyed their songs. Again, this is Jackie Eister Music, and I'm wishing you guys a really, really great Friday night. Please, everybody, be safe in everything you do. Take care.